be the latest appointee of the United States District Court for the District of New Jersey. I came to this country from Trinidad at the age of 11. 6 years before that, my mother came before me in hopes of paving the way for my sister and me and to afford us a better life. In her absence, we were raised by the village, which was comprised of aunts, uncles, grandparents, and the community. In America, my mother worked as a live-in housekeeper until she was able to get a green card for herself, her mother, my sister, and me. My mother always wanted what was best for us. She wanted us to make something of ourselves. But as an immigrant and someone with limited means and no real connections, she didn't quite understand how that was done. She understood, however, the importance of a good education, good work ethic, and impressed that on us. As a godly woman, she also tried to instill godly values in us. When my mother was unable to provide the specific guidance I needed, I believe God always intervened and sent someone to fill that role. For instance, as I was completing my middle school education in Brooklyn, the assistant principal approached me and asked where would I be attending high school. When I told him I had registered for Tilden, my local high school, he suggested that I apply for Brooklyn Tech High School, which was one of 3 specialized high schools in New York City, and which required testing for admission. He went so far as to arrange the testing for me. I took the test and was admitted into the school, which turned out to be a far superior school than my local high school. At the time, I didn't realize what the assistant principal was doing, but now I am fully aware and eternally grateful to him. Since that experience, I've encountered many angels along my journey who may have guided me or otherwise assisted me, ultimately bringing me to the place where I am today. To those people, I am also grateful. I am grateful to my new court family. I do not exaggerate when I say I am now a member of the best federal district in America. Federal practitioners in New Jersey would agree. Aside from the attributes that make good judges, things such as good temperament, fairness, impartiality, competency, etc., New Jersey district judges are generally good and decent people. On April 10th, 2014, my husband Stan and I buried our 14-year-old son. He died suddenly of an undetected heart condition. On the morning of April 11th, I didn't know how to get out of bed. I didn't even know what to do if I were to make it out of bed. Any purpose or meaning that I had ascribed to my life evaporated with the passing of my son. That morning I laid on the bed while Stan laid on his side of the bed as we each wrestled silently with our respective thoughts. Apparently he wasn't able to get out of bed either. While lying in bed, I remember speaking to Judge Baum, who I had seen 2 days earlier at my son's viewing. At the time she told me, or more likely ordered me, to read Heaven is Real. Not knowing what else to do on the morning of April 11th, I thought I would read the book. Subliminally, I may have also thought that Judge Baum would hold me in contempt if I didn't read that book. So I downloaded and I read the book. The book was about a boy who had a near-death experience and wrote about his experiences in heaven. The message was one of hope, that our loved ones who make it to heaven are in a happy place. The hope encouraged me and got me through that particular day. Judge Baum was not the only member of our court family to attend my son's viewing. Other judges and their spouses, as well as members of the clerk's office, also came out to support Stan and me. They flooded our homes with cards and notes of encouragement. Judge Kugler told us that we should take as much time as we needed before returning to our business in the court. And this is just one of the many reasons that New Jersey federal practitioners hold this court in such high esteem, and why I am so delighted to now be a part of this court family. A few years ago, I didn't think it was possible to experience joy in life again. Although I returned to work shortly after my son's death, my efforts lacked passion, and for a long time, I simply went through the motions. Over time, I regained my ability to experience joy. Today, I can truly say that I am overjoyed by my appointment to the New Jersey District Court. I can no longer question whether there's any meaning to my life. I am now entrusted with the enormous responsibility of meting out justice to the persons and parties who appear before me, a responsibility I do not take lightly. I am grateful first and foremost to God, who has sustained me over the years and who continues to order my steps. I am also grateful to my mother for the many sacrifices she made for me, for her unwavering support over the years, and for simply being able to pray with me when she sensed I need prayers. I thank all of my family, including the village. Throughout my life, you have shown me nothing but love and support. I am grateful to Chief Judge Wilson and the Board of Judges who saw it fit to select and ultimately appoint me to this position. I am ready to roll up my sleeves and get the work done. I promise to uphold the great legacy of judges who have served in this court. I also thank Magistrate Judges Thorny and Williams and former Magistrate Judge Schneider for their support and guidance during my period of transition. I want to thank members of the clerk's office, including Jack, Marcy, Marnie, and Barbara, all of whom have been extremely helpful and supportive during this transition. I welcome my law clerks, Franz and Alex, to the court family. I look forward to working with you and Marnie. To stand, I know it'll take a minute for you to adjust to a new and different roles, but I assure you, you'll be fine. Things always tend to work out. I thank everyone who took the time this morning to join us on this joyous occasion for me. God bless you all.